I've reviewed hundreds of real US visa interviews. These red flags are the fastest way to get denied, no matter how good your paperwork is. In this video, I'll break down the top 5 rejection triggers and how to avoid them, because missing just one can destroy your chances in under 2 minutes. Getting rejected for a visa feels like someone slammed the door in your face, especially when you thought you did everything right. You filled out your DS-160, paid the visa fee, booked the hotel, got your documents in order, and then one question ruins everything. Sounds familiar? Well, you're not alone. These rejections don't just happen randomly. They often happen because of patterns, warning signs. Visa officers are trained to catch them, but most applicants have no idea what these signs even are. Let's fix that now. So this video is about you. You're the one planning for your trip to the United States. You're the one investing time and money and energy into this process. And you're the one who deserves to walk into the embassy prepared, clear, and confident. That's why I'm making this video. It's for you. Let's make sure your visa journey has a happy ending. Now, if you're new here, hi, my name is Abanob. I'm a foreign trained attorney with a master's degree in the US law. I'm also the founder of VIP US Immigration, a paralegal provider company here in the United States. I've worked with many immigration attorneys and real clients for years. I've helped people just like you prepare for the moment that decide everything, your visa interview. And just so you know, English is not my first language. But as always, I choose to make these videos in English because I want to reach and help as many people as possible. So if you're okay with that, thank you. Now let's dive in. Red flag number 1, mentioning a romantic partner, not a legal spouse. Let's say you're asked, who are you visiting in the United States? You say, my girlfriend or my boyfriend. This is an instant red flag. Why? Because that sounds like immigration intent, even if you don't mean it that way. Visa officers worry that you'll overstay your visa to be with your partner. They've seen it before. So unless you're married or there is a compelling reason, leave romantic stories out of it. You can say you're visiting a friend or just taking a tour. In fact, you will. If the real reason is a relationship, we'll talk later about how to say it the smartest way. But what if the officers already know about your partner? I will show you what to do in just a minute. Red flag number 2, planning to stay over 2 weeks with no itinerary. So in your DS-160 application, you say you're visiting for 3 weeks, and when they ask you at the interview what do you plan to do, you say just relax or visit places. That's vague. That's dangerous to say, because a long stay with no clear plan looks suspicious. It makes the officer wonder, are you really going on vacation, or do you have another plan in the US? Instead, prepare a specific and realistic itinerary. Use simple language. Show the officer you've thought about your trip. For example, you can say something like, week 1 in New York City, seeing landmarks, week 2 visiting museums, week 3 flying to San Francisco to see places right there. But what if you don't know your exact schedule yet? I'll show you how to fix that coming up next. But now let's talk about red flag number 3, insufficient funds without explaining costs clearly. Visa officers don't care about how rich you are or how rich your cousin is. They care if you can afford the trip or if someone else will be reliable is paying for it. And saying I have enough isn't actually enough. You need to be specific. You need to explain how much the trip will cost in the US dollars. Flights, hotels, food, transport, shopping, emergency, and so on and so forth. You get the idea. Then show proof of it. Something like bank statements, sponsorship letters, job salary. And you can answer this question like this. I earn $1,200 a month and I've saved $3,000. My round trip flight is $900. Hotel is $60 per night, and so on and so forth. Now, what if your sponsor is paying, but they're not your family member? That's a tricky one. We'll talk about shortly. Flag number 4, no return tickets. This one is very simple. You say you're returning, but you don't have a ticket. That's a big problem. So a return ticket proves 2 things. 1, you plan to come back to your home country, and 2, you've already planned the end of your trip. So no return tickets, the officer might think you're hiding something. And if you don't have one, you can explain why. For example, you can say you're still comparing flights prices or waiting for vacation dates to be approved in your work. But be convincing, be calm, and be prepared. Later in this video, I'll show you a clever way to show intent to return even without a ticket. Now, red flag number 5, contradictory answers. This one kills your interview. For example, the officer asks you, do you know anyone in the US? And you say no, but later in the questions, you say something like, I'm visiting my girlfriend in Texas. That's the contradictions in your answers. You just failed the credibility test. Or another example, on your DS1 application, you say your trip is 10 days, but in the interview, you say 1 month. You see this small contradiction, but equal big suspicious. So read your DS160 carefully, write down your story, and practice it. Your story must match on paper and in person. Now, here's the big idea. Visa officers don't reject people randomly. They reject stories that don't make sense. Your job at the visa interview isn't to sound perfect. It's to sound believable, like a real person with a real life and real plan. So fix your story and clean up all the red flags. Show up calm, organized, and clear. That's what gets you approved. And for the few of you watching who are really serious about fixing your visa situation and finally getting that approval, I highly recommend checking out my full online course, the Visa Denial Repair Kit program. This is the step-by-step system I created to help you master every part of the visa interview process. We cover how to fix your DS160 mistakes, how to answer the toughest visa questions, how to prove strong ties to your home country, how to handle financial questions, and even how to explain past denials, and how to walk into that interview with real confidence. This is the exact strategy that helped people from all over the world, turning their visa denial into approval. And right now, the program is on sale for just only $72 with lifetime access for all future updates. And for anyone who joins today using the link below, you'll also get a free bonus training called the Visa Interview Confidence Booster, which gives you extra tools and scripts to sound natural and persuasive during your visa interview. And for those of you who are like, forget it, just give me something for free, I've also got a free visa interview tip sheet down below that you can download right now. Other than that, you now know way more about the red flags that can get your visa denied faster than ever, and also how to avoid them. If you found this video helpful, hit the like button and the subscribe to the channel, and check out one of those videos on the screen right now for more tips you can benefit from. And if you're still here, this part is very important to know. I am not a licensed US attorney, and I don't give legal advice on specific cases. Everything I share is based on my personal experience, studies, and research. These videos are made to help you stay informed, safe, and prepared, so you can be one step closer to your visa approval. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.